Hello everyone, and welcome to Fableheim and Castle Morihisa, the demo. This is a Slay the Spire influenced game. Actually, it's very much like Slay the Spire, just Japanese, which is all sorts of fun and games. But what really drew me into this, besides the fact that it's a Slay the Spire card game, and I always enjoy those, is that my favorite thing ever is in this game. And that is the Onmyoji. I love Onmyoji. I don't know why, I just do. I can't resist. So today, that's who we'll be checking out. The Onmyoji. This is a demo, so there's only the first tier or stage available. But the game is actually pretty fleshed out for just there being one stage. So I was kind of surprised how multi-layered it was. And of course, surprised in the good way. There is also the monk character that is available, and I think I'll do a run for him after this, but I want to start with a character who really makes me want to play this game, the Onmyoji. I have done a few runs to prepare myself to shake off the rust because the channel has been in a bit of a dormancy, but we're back, baby, and the audio is fully functional. There's still a lot of tweaks and knobs that, can be played around with, but we'll see. You can let me know how it sounds and how things are cracking. So welcome to the map. The map. The goal, of course, is to get all the way to the other side. Yep, that's how these work. We are the Onmyoji, which is our top here left. We have 60 hit points. This is the timer, so it can keep track of how long I've been just babbling and not doing anything. And one of the most different things from any Slay the Spire-like game I've played is that the shop is available all the time. Boom. Shop. Would you look at that? The rest of the shop is pretty self-explanatory. Over here we have some cards for our deck. There are 2 consumable cards, which are just like consumable items. They disappear once you use them. Disappear for all of eternity. You can also buy talent points. You can remove a card, and you can refresh the shop. We're going to look more to this later. Maybe? Are we? We'll get something first. The talent points, this is the talent tree. This is unique per run. And surprisingly, some of these change. So your talent tree isn't always going to look like our talent tree will today. We currently have no talent, so we'll peruse that when we get something. The first thing for all runs, gain 1 talent point whenever you explore a new area. Is that always there? I don't think so. Maybe. The first thing for runs is always to select a fallen hero. What is a fallen hero? I'm glad you asked. A fallen hero, these are the bottom left. These are things you can use during combat so many times. So they only so many times. I believe it's 3. So our choices, Tachibana Muneshige? I was very confident about the first name, but not the second name. Deal 10 damage to all enemies. Great. Takenaka Shigeharu. That one went a little better. Stun all enemies, or Honda Tadakatsu. Yep, I butchered all this, but that's okay, I never say their name again. Shuffle your graveyard into your library, draw 5 defense cards. Well. You know what they say. Greed is good. So we're going to take Tachibana Muneshige. Good lord. Deal 10 damage to all enemies. And we can only do that 3 times in this run. So, that's okay. I'm sure we'll find a good use for it. I meant to go to the shop. But, yeah, we can go out after that. All combats reward you with 1 talent point. So, doing combat, there's a reason to do it. Now, just like in any good old Slay the Spire game, we begin with basic attacks and basic guards. Nothing too fancy there. You can gain 3 armor and 4 attack. Boom. Done. Or deal 4 damage with our attack. The Onmyoji has 2 unique mechanics, and one is the Shikigami. Excuse me, there's a difference. A Shinigami is a god of death. A Shikigami, is that like a familiar or something? Anyway, you begin with one type. There are many types of Shikigami, and the one you begin with is the Spectre. We can use this to summon the Spectre to our side, and look at that. Isn't he beautiful? This is a symbol. So at the end of the turn, the Shikigami will deal 3 damage to a random enemy. You see the number 3 next to it? That doesn't designate the 3 damage. That designates that he has 3 charges, or he lasts 3 turns. So, this dog is dead. Yay. Great. Great. So what are our options here? I haven't seen these. I haven't seen these cards yet. Rock Charm. Strip the enemy of all armor and steal it for yourself. Well. There are some enemies this would be very useful. Oh, steal 2 times for yourself. Well. The Void is a card that exhausts itself. So once you played it, it goes into the Void, and it cannot be played again for that battle, but it stays in your deck, unlike the consumables. The Blood Oath. Lose 5 health. The next 1 attack card played this turn have Leech. Oh, that could be good. The Phantom Charm. Gain 3 armor. Choose up to 1 card from your graveyard. Okay, so this is drawing from cards we've already played. And the second gimmick for the Onmyoji is Finale, which is whenever you play a Finale card, where while there are no other types of the same card in your hand, the Finale will go off. So for Phantom Charm here, if we play Phantom Charm while we have no other defense cards in our hand, we will instead be able to pick 2 cards from our graveyard. Isn't that convenient? We're going to pick up the Blood Oath here, because Blood for the Blood God. I don't know why you're surprised. We have 1 talent, very good. Whenever an enemy dies, gain 1 extra action point. This is okay. This is more for like the mid to later part of the tier where we're fighting more than 1 enemy. And it's also not very good against bosses, so. Whenever you release your Shikigami, gain 1 strength. This wasn't in my last talent tree. I don't know how many options or potentials there are, but they are different. Start the battle after resting at camp with 2 AP. Nah. For each Koidar Void card you add to your deck, gain 1 max health. Let's go with the Shikigami Bond. Strength is cool. So now that we've spent 1 point in this little circle, the circle has grown bigger. Wow, ain't that great? And these cost 3 talent points. Ugh. So we'll investigate that once we have a few more talent points. You can also buy multiples of the same circle, so it's not like you're just picking 1 from the circle. I could buy all these 1 point talent things if I wanted to. Do I want to? I don't know. But I can. I also should have looked at the shop. That's okay, we're going to murder this crow. Who's the murder now? Not a very exciting draw here. Now, oddly enough, Blood Oath is actually just bad for us right now. Because we spend 5 hit points. Oof. This is gonna hurt. We spend 5 hit points to leech off our next attack, but all of our attacks right now only deal 4. Because we are still weak. But don't you worry. This could change. Please die. Thank you. Owie. Good start. Ah, yes. It's all coming together. Encendario. Yes, this is a card I expected to see in a Japanese-related game. For each card you place into the void, deal 1 damage to all enemies. Or 2 if we upgrade it. Typically, I don't have too many void cards. I actually have 2 right now, which is unusual. But yeah. I do really like Void Surge. Gain 3 armor, place 1 card from the void into your hand. This is very nifty because it kind of lets you do an infinite cycle if you get creative. We don't really have a card right now that this is great for. Calling back the Spectre could be okay. But instead we're picking up Demon Strike. This deals 6 damage, which is more than our base attack, and is still only 1 AP. Very nice. But it will also trigger our Shinigami skill. So that deal 3 damage at the end of turn is now just pop. Deal 3 damage. Also, we're going to buy, because I remembered. Boop, boop, boop. Lose 15 health, but gain AP up to your maximum. And it's a lot of health to lose. I'm looking at Deluge here. Gain 6 armor and show the top 3 cards, and you get to pick 1. That's what we're going to go with. I'm not interested in any of these other ones, really. The Rock Charm could be really good against specific enemies. I believe I already said that, but... So now we can... You know what? Let's upgrade. We're not particularly strong at the moment. So, you know. If we could rectify that. I wish this... okay, we'll do that. Ooh, we have an elite already. Oh dear. Let me just squeeze on by, don't you worry. Upgrade your attack cards when you get them. Ooh, that is a good thing to get early. Alrighty. The little money symbol is relics, in case you couldn't tell. These things. It's not actually money, so don't be too excited. A mutated man and a mutated woman. Okay. Let's just punch him. Now, something about the Onmyoji that I suppose is worth mentioning. I found that he's not exactly a character that you get a whole bunch of armor on. I mean, I have a good armor skill here, but usually that's not the case. Our draw is not great. Feels like a waste to hit this thing with it. Ideally... oh, now whatever. Perfect. Perfecto. I actually don't think I need to play that card. That's okay. I had a thought. Oh yeah, usually with the Onmyoji, I kind of just went all in on aggro. I just went all in my test run. So we'll see if that works out. Release your current Shikigami. For every Shikigami force, inflict 1 vulnerability. Ah. Lose 6 health and choose 1 card from the library. These cards have their action points set to 0. I'm going to pick up Demon Strike again. I mean, I picked that up because I remembered the relic. Yep. That's why I picked that up. The first shop refresh is free of charge. Perfect. We also have 5 talent points. Talento, talento. So, I'm going to pick up a bandage here. Because I'm not... oh, I didn't look through these, did I? Discard a number of cards, then draw. So if we... ooh. This could actually be good. This could let us get the Shikigami out turn 1. That might be consistent. That's the word we're looking for. Consistency. Every void card you play on your turn gain 1 strength. Meh. I like bandage. After successful victory, we recover 3 hit points because it helps us sustain. That's important. Not dying is good. Would have guessed. We can start battle by inflicting vulnerability. Ooh, that could be good too. And if you play 3 skill cards in the same turn, we don't have 3 skill cards, so that's not happening. Whenever enemy dies, trigger 1 Shikigami skill. 6 armor on the first turn. Or, if we're above 50% health, we gain an extra 25 coins when battle ends. Ooh. Greed is good? Greed is good. Oh, what have I done? What have I done? Okay. Well, we can get a free refresh now if we want to. Soul Siphon could be good as well. Not for the maximum hit point thing, but for it's a 1 mana deal 9. We actually don't have any finale cards. That was like the first thing I started running with in my... I love the finale cards. They're really good. So let's just rip this refresh, shall we? Finale? Finale? Ooh. What are you? This is another Shikigami. Not the one I wanted, but that's okay. We have Exorcism here. Deal 9... ooh. Leech. This is heal 9. 2 mana, deal 9, heal 9. That's pretty good use of... yeah? Yeah. This is a tactic, which is a knock on the coffin lid terms. It's a talent. So you play this card and it says always in effect. If we play a skill card, we draw 1 card. Like I said previously, we don't have many skills. So, you know. Out of curiosity, we're not getting a whole lot of use out of Blood Oath. But would I double leech? If I pick up Exorcism and I Blood Oath into Exorcism, do I leech twice? There's a thought. For each action point remaining, deal 2 damage to all enemies. Oh. Oh, it already has leech on it. That is This isn't an X card, though, is it? For each action point, right? So I could just play this at the top, at the start of the turn. And that's 6 damage to all enemies. That could be really good. I think I'm going to go ahead and take Exorcism. Debating on this quite a bit. Deal 6 damage, plus damage equal to the cards in the void. It's not going to do much, but we can always come back to this. The shop isn't going to go away. So, I'm kind of glad now that I picked up the gain money thing. Also, because now I can just leech 9 whenever I feel like it. Is it here? Ha 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 ha! It costs 2 AP though. Alright. Ooh, damage. The archer is the most important part here. Because he does nothing, and then he just slaps you for a huge amount of damage. So it's very important to kill him. This guy just regenerates 4 armor. Which, of course, you have to go through first before you get to health, just like in every other the Spire-like game. I'm sure no one is surprised. Darn. Can I trigger the Shinigami? The Shikigami? I don't have any apples for a Shinigami. Do I get a second exorcism? Deal 16 damage. Each time you lose health in this battle, this card's action point cost is reduced by 1. This could actually be okay. This is really bad for Finale. Really good. Okay. This is exceptionally good with Blood Oath. And it instantly upgraded, so it comes with save, which just means I keep it in my hand. So, yeah. I'm satisfied. I'm outraged. So this next tier has a 5-point requirement. So we'll come back once we have a few more talent points. I think I'm going to YOLO another relic. Upgrade 2 random defense cards. Darn. That's fine. I kind of want to YOLO another relic. You start each battle with 1 extra strength. That's what we're talking about. And we've gotten some enough talents to unlock in the next tier, so let's see what is shaken. For each tactic card you play, a random tactic card in your hand has its cost reduced by 1. We have exactly 0 tactic cards. So you're going to ignore that. Energy conversion. At battle start, gain 2 strength and lose 1 agility. Strength increases the damage you deal. Agility, or in this case, negative agility, would reduce the amount of armor we gain from abilities. I actually don't like this on the monk, but I think I do like this on our current character. This could be really good. This is currently winning. At battle start, a random card in your hand will have its action point cost set to 0. Depending on what this hits, this could be hilarious. Or it could be bad. When one of your cards leave the void, recover 1 hit point. We don't have any ways of doing that yet. Whenever you shuffle your deck, deal 3 damage to all enemies. This is just reliable. When you have 20 or less health, activate the finale effects of your hand cards. Oh. So if you're at 20 health or less, this ignores the finale requirement. It just does it. Although we have no finale cards. None. That is so unusual. Oops. I did only do 1 test run for the Onmyoji, because I felt in sync with it. It was in my soul. Whenever you lose health, draw 1 card. Whenever you lose health on your turn, inflict 1 random enemy with vulnerability. Alright, I'm in. Greed is good. Energy conversion. And now that we have unlocked the final tier is different. I mean, besides the fact that it costs 7 talents to unlock. It is different that you can see this little blue line here. You need to have, in order to get one of the final tier talents, you need to have the 2 adjacent 5-point ones. What would this even be? Tier 3? 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So to get the 4th and final tier, you need 2 of the 2 adjacent 3 tiers. I don't know if that makes sense, but these are usually pretty good. Usually. So we'll just take a quick peek at them. I don't want to spend forever here. Every void card you play on your turn reduces the action point cost of a random card in hand. The Onmyoji really likes the void cards, in case you couldn't sense the trend here. But we don't have many. Whenever your hand is empty on your turn, draw one card. If you have no armor at turn end, you gain one extra action point. This could be good. We aren't doing a whole lot of that. Plus 10 health. You love to see it. You lose 3 health at turn start, but instead increase your AP cap by 1. 3 health at turn start? Is that every single turn? That would be really bad. Disarms that you inflict reduce damage from 25% to 50%. This is really good. I haven't seen a single disarm on the Onmyoji, though. And if you lose health on your turn, deal an equal amount of damage to a random enemy. And your unspent AP will carry over between turns. I usually spend all my AP in this game. I know there's some builds, like in Monster Train, for example, where you can just infinitely carry AP, and it's disgustingly good. But, you know. First time you leech on each turn, gain 1 AP. I think we're just going to leave on this. I wonder if the Shikigami is affected by my -1 agility. Now, there's a question. Our deck is at 16 cards, which is a little... We're approaching the thick side. I did win with... I might discard one of these. I did win with a deck size of 20. That was my largest one. But let's go fight an elite, shall we? Because why not? Great. I picked the hardest elite. So this is the Black Trent. And what makes the Black Trent so fun is at the end of every turn he gains 5 armor. But not just that, of course. He also... Isn't even worth pressing this button. He also gets Retaliate. So on some of it... Goodness gracious. On some of his turns, he just starts murdering you. We're going to put that in our hands. And use our Guard Plus here. He's going to deal 15. It's going to hurt. And we're looking for Blood Oath. We did not find Blood Oath. We're looking for Blood Oath. Did not find Blood Oath. Are you sensing a trend here? Because I am. There's Blood Oath. Played this turn. I actually can't afford that yet. So we'll just pop the leech and hope. I really don't want to play this yet. I haven't used my little fallen friend at all. Not even a little bit. I'm about to take 15 damage here. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold this Bloodburst. We're going to go one more cycle. Actually, no, I'm not. Just kidding. Boom. Done. Easy peasy. We have yet another Demon Strike. That could be good. We have a Finale potential here. Choose a card from a graveyard. We could make some good use of this. All attack cards deal double damage this turn, but we draw 3 less cards on your next turn. This could be very good. If we hoard the... If we line it all up properly... who knows if that's going to happen. We could Blood Oath and Expel Evil into the blood thingy. The blood for the blood god thingy. That could be hilarious. I'd heal for like 38, I think. Or I can just take another one of these. Now, this is the mechanic that most surprised me. The class gimmicks, the spells, all that stuff, the cards, the relics, this is all pretty much what to expect. The Fallen Soldier was kind of a neat touch too. But quests. This kind of caught me off guard. What these are is you pick these up usually from Elite Combats. I haven't seen them in any other way. And it will track the quest for the whole run. And once you have completed its condition, the quest, you can click on it and you'll get the reward that it lists here. So, all brawn, complete a battle without using a single tactic card, and the reward is we get 10 health. Great. I might pick this because we don't have a tactic card. This is going to be the easiest quest of my life. Remove 1 card from your deck this adventure, gain 1 talent point. This is also going to be pretty easy. 169, because we can just remove attacks. And buy 5 cards. Buy 5 cards from the shop during this adventure to remove 1 card. This isn't happening. So it's one of these, and I think we're going to go ahead and just all brawn here. Okay. We have 3 talent points. Are we going to try and get a 4th tier talent? I find it really hard to get these because you have to spend 10, and then you have to spend 7, so it's a total of 17. I think it's better to usually just get, like, multiples of the lower tier ones, and I think this is what we're going to do. Although we are kind of coming to the end, I think. Maybe I can squeeze some more hit points out. Let's try. We'll try and squeeze a few hit points. Let's go get our free quest. The freest quest that's ever quested. This +3 strength is pretty nifty. Oh, look at that. It's beautiful. So these enemies are actually kind of annoying, these little frogs, because they're mucus. It says if an attack deals 5 or more damage to you, 1 mucus card will be added to your graveyard. When I first saw that, I thought it meant if they dealt 5 or more to me. But no, it's if I deal 5 or more to them. That was annoying. Currently, I do not have much. Our health is getting low. It is concerning. Oh, here's Shiki. Oof. Alright, we need to draw Blood Oath. Blood Oath. Blood Oath. Blood Oath. This is exactly enough, right? Yeah. Oh. I also forgot that it deals damage to me to trigger Blood Oath, which is perfect. Because then that lowers the cost of the card. Oh, here it is. Abolish Evil. This is a 1 mana deal 15 to a random enemy. It's very good. Your skill card's action points cost is set to 0, but playing it will place it in the void. And we could get another exorcism, but we're going to take the Abolish Evil here. Now, it wouldn't be bad to get the card that recalls things from the void. That wouldn't be bad. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove an attack here. Because we have a lot of attacks. Our deck is getting a little thick, ladies and gentlemen. Ah, the bats. Oh, this isn't good. The bats. The bats. So the reason the bats aren't good is because we... Oops, that was dumb. We kind of just deal a lot of damage, and the bats permanently have their damage capped at 5. So... Although conveniently, we have so many of those things, it all just works out. Blood Oath, this. Oh yeah. I need to heal. Leech. Leech, leech, leech. Perfect. We barely got over. I don't think I did, actually. Oh, here we go. Jashiki Warash. What? This is Shiki Warashi. Isn't this... I think I know what this is. But anyway, this is a Shikigami. Obviously. But unlike the Spectre, this one will heal us for 2 hit points every time it goes off. If the target tries to attack, gain 1 AP. Oh. Huh. That could be good. Another Deluge as well. They're going to pick up a defensive Shikigami. And... I could YOLO this. Let's YOLO it, sure. A cry for help makes you quicken your pace. You come upon a traveling Onmyoji practitioner struggling on the ground. His abdomen has been cut open, his entrails flowing out. There's no helping him with wounds like these. A random skill card. Sure. Oof. You utter a silent prayer as you cut his throat, ending his suffering. Not gonna lie, when it said a random skill card, my brain thought a defense card. Because blue is skills in one of the other games. Instead, we got Void Search. Lose 3 health and choose 1 card from the void. This could actually be okay. Maybe. It could help us recall Blood Oath if we need to emergency heal. Well, let's rip another elite, shall we? I'm feeling greedy. Ah, the Terror Arachnid. This is concerning. The reason it's concerning, oh, that worked out well, is because the Terror Arachnid... Ooh. By the way, you can only have 1 Shikigami at a time. I probably should have mentioned this a long time ago. But you can only have 1 Shikigami out at a time. And so when you play one, you replace it, obviously. And summoning a duplicate version of it restores its force. So once our Spectre runs out, we don't really have a way to get him back. Except for Void Search. Look at that. I'd say calculated, but it's totally not. Let's pick up Bloodburst, put that in our hands. Well. This is our first look at Poison, the Disrupt card type. There are a few talents that actually interact with this, but I don't really know what to do. I'm just going to toss it away. Send it into the Great Void. I can block 4, I can deal 18. Wow, I wonder what I should do. I need to heal. I'd love to heal. Alright. Good enough. We are strong. And it feels good. We could get a second Zashiki Warashi. Release your current Shinigami and recover 1 HP for every force. No. Here's a defensive finale. But I think we're just going to skip this. Win a battle within 3 turns, 150 coins. Deal 30 damage to enemies in a single battle, 1 talent point. Or deal at least 15 damage in a single turn. Transmute a defense card. A card into a defense card. Huh. Is there a card I'd want to do that with? Let's just do this. We're going to skip this. It's important to skip battles every now and again. I think I'm going to go ahead and destroy an attack again. Thick decks are the bane of existences. I know that the deck size isn't always indicative for an Onmyoji because of their ability to play around with the void, which is always fun. But, wow, this was a good turn 1. But, you know. Yeah, no. This was not a good follow-up turn. Oof. Lived at 1. Airborne. Reduce damage taken. Well, that's fine. Because I can still smack you. Wow, would you look at that? I need to heal, though. This worked out incredibly well. An annoying... Yes! That was an annoying fight, but it worked out really well. Also, that awkward yes that I just screeched. I was going to scream yes, and then I tried to pull myself back, and that's what happened. The 3 Tails is one of the strongest Shikigamis for fighting elites. It summons the 3 Tails, and the Shikigami deals damage equal to the Shikigami's remaining force times 3 to 1 random enemy. I believe he starts with 3, So he'll deal 9, 9, 6, 3. It's very good single target. And of course, with all of our demon stabbing, or whatever that's that's not what it's called. The demon striking, we trigger his effect multiple times. It's very strong. And if I could upgrade it, that would be perfect. Because it goes from 3 times to 5 times, which is a lot more damage. We do have 7 talent points, but as mentioned, we can't really do much. This Shadow Hand could be so good or so terrible. It's not really anything in between. Now let's pick up Offering. Whenever we lose health on your turn, inflict 1 random enemy with 1 stack of vulnerability. If I'm being completely honest, the reason I decided to get that is kind of unfair. Because I kind of know what the last boss does. You see a scorched wall and you think you can see paint. You brush away some ash with your hand and discover a finely made mural. The mural depicts the story of Momotaro. Gazing upon it, you cannot help but think of your mother's handmade onigiri, and warmth courses through your veins. Momotaro was the thing with the peach, right? All right. As mentioned, we're going to go ahead and upgrade the 3 tails. This could be really good. But I think this is going to be our key to winning. Maybe? It's going to be a lot of damage. Let's give it a shot. And boom, the boss. We made it. Look at that. Ah, you good old fella. This is the Demon Samurai and the Act 1 boss, or demo boss. I don't know what he's going to end up being in the end. He has golden armor. Armor will no longer disappear at the start of turn. I wish I could get this, but I haven't found it yet. Maybe it's not in the game yet. Maybe it will never will be, because, let's all be honest, Barricade is dumb and so good. Focus Retaliate. If you have no Retaliate at the end of turn, gain 5. As you might suggest, Retaliate means I hit him and then he hits me back, and that's no fun. This samurai has been demonized and may launch unexpected attacks. I really want to open with Exorcism, but I'm not going to, because we have the Shikigami 3 Tails Plus, dealing 15 damage. Get fucking owned. Look at this opening. I've already dealt almost 60 damage. It's beautiful. This guy is dead. This guy does not stand a chance. Let's pull out the Deluge, pick up the Blood Burst, and then Demon Strike him. Looks like he's going to need a new strategy is what he said, I believe. And he's going to need a lot more than that. That's a lot of damage. Unlimited power. Do I have a card in the void? Anyway, this is 18, so I'm not dead. Which is important. Good job, everyone. You died to a fan attack. Okay. I'm not going to edit that, but what happened was he hit me. Makes sense. And it triggered that talent that gave him vulnerability, which is entirely why I picked it up. That was the whole reason I picked it up. Because he hits you multiple times. So he hit me, he gets vulnerable, and then I can just kill him by smacking him with my fan. Zhuge Liang would be proud. But yeah, we did it. Well done. You made it. Thank you for playing. If you like our game, please purchase the full version on Steam to show your support. I will. I really enjoy Castle Morihisa. It is really fun. I wasn't expecting to enjoy it as much as I did. There are a few Slay the Spire games that I'm looking at right now. One of them is actually supposed to be releasing here in December. Castle Morihisa does not have a release date yet, but I am pretty excited for it. Even the monk was fun. I didn't think he would be. I think the monk's a little harder than the Onmyoji. At least I didn't sync as well with the monk, but we'll check him out next time. Today, of course, was the Onmyoji, the best character ever. There will also eventually be a samurai and a ninja, who I'm sure will be loads of fun. I expect the ninja to be more fun than the samurai. But that was our first look at Castle Morihisa. Thank you all for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. Like the video if you liked it. Let me know what you thought of this lovely Slay the Spire Japaneseified game. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye!